Faceless Void.
Interesting. Can you give an example so some people can like freshen up the memories of a hero that'd be good against one and bad against the other?
Yeah, so like most heroes that you want to play against Bad Rider are like the ones that don't care too much about like sticky napalm, right? Like your life stealers, in this case even your juggernauts, right? But Faceless Void already has two like inbuilt abilities to deal with magic immunity because he's gonna bash them, you can chronosphere them, they can never really like rage TP out. And most of the time those heroes also have a very bad in-game carry matchup against Faceless Void, right? Like Void can always just time walk during Omni Slash, get away from the life stealer that's running at you, and so on.
Right, so then in this case, it's about covering their bases, right, rather than having some synergy. Do they have the synergy with the Void, though? Do they have damage and Chrono, or does that not really matter this game for Fnatic?
I would say that I don't have the biggest synergy with it. I think the Marcy sidekick is kind of cool with the lifesteal and the bonus damage. Yep. But that's why I think their lanes really matter a lot this game. They need their 3 cores to have a decent laning stage so that they kind of get to play their own team fights without really having to mesh too well together with their spell usage.
And you would probably say the opposite of Boom, right? With the Mars Arena, there's so much damage into it. Winter's Curse, it seems like their 5-on-5 is spelled out for them, right?
Yeah, I think Boom's 5-on-5 is, in this game, is just really solid. I think this game will come down a lot to the first few arenas that you're going to see from FBZ. They're definitely going to look to combine the heroes with like the Snap Ult, the Kisses with the arena. And then Fnatic are going to need to hope that their Hand of God, maybe a mech timing on Chen is going to be enough to kind of offset this. Because, like we said, Fnatic, they need to kind of do okay in their lanes and then try to hold their map so that all their cores get to have the space that they want. Pudge is going to need to get up some farm, which I think he will. The way Flashy works against Jugger, I think, is pretty ridiculous. He will not really be taking any damage. And I think Marcy at some point should be able to roam around and then play with the Bad Rider. So I think that is something that Fnatic should be looking forward to.
Okay, so the top lane is easy to stay alive in for Fnatic. Do they have kill potential in this lane as well? Can they threaten Winter Wyvern or Juggernaut?
I think if the Winter ever missteps, definitely, as we have a little bit of a go. But I mean, Marcy is just a very good hero against Jug also in multiple ways. You can disposition him. As you can see, you can rebound on top of your target. They get way too much movement speed. Like they get 45% move speed. So even a fatty hero like Pudge, he gets to slowly outrun the spin, which is pretty funny. So I think the Jug in this lane shouldn't really be in danger of dying unless they overplay with a spin. So it would basically have to come down to them, you know,
or
overplaying, because we have a nice hook here.
That was a very impressive hook. Unfortunately, it's level 1, so there's no follow-up, right? But, you know, Jab's just showing off. That's nice always. In this matchup early, are you better off blocking the hook from getting the range creep? Is that actually a play you make in this lane?
I think it's going to depend a little bit on like the position that Pudge is hooking from. If you have all your spells up, I would say if you're like full HP, you have Tangle, some stick charges, you can definitely tank like a hook here or there. But you can't tank a hook that's like insanely out of position where you get pulled full range. Excuse me, and then the Marcy gets like his rebound on you. Then it might be troublesome. But right now, he's definitely can.
Okay. Let's look at the other lane as well down bottom. We also have a repositioning skill in Mars here. Oh, mid lane. There is a little bit of an attempt on Yopaj's life. In fact, Armel will take this kill. That was earlier than expected. Zeus has no jump ready, and he's just going to get burnt down by Armel. Wow.
It must have still been on cooldown, I think.
It was on cooldown, yeah. 1 second off.
Yeah, the Heavenly Jump. I mean, Bad Rider is... I've seen this matchup played a few times, and I think it's very farm intensive until at some point... Bad Rider is usually the one that has the potential to kill. I mean, Zeus just... It's very obvious how Zeus plays, right? He's going to keep nuking you. Doesn't really have a threat of, you know, killing you unless you really mess up. Whereas Bad Rider, he can eventually look for a kill. It shouldn't really happen, but there's definitely always these openings. You know, Bad Rider is just... I'd say it's a hard hero to play into. It's not always very easy for people to read how much damage is he going to deal. If I have 3 stacks, would I still get out? And some Bad Rider players, they just know the hero a lot more than others. And I think Armel, he was just like diving with 3 stacks on him, going through the tower, and just understanding that, yeah, he can dive through him. The spell is still on CD, and he went for the play.
Is there a case to be made that Heavenly Jump should maybe get an earlier point in it as opposed to going the first 2 points in Arc Lightning to help you escape? Or should you still go for the same farming build on Zeus?
No, I think his build is fine. He probably just maybe misstepped a little bit or underestimated. I don't think a Flame Break was available there. That can also sometimes be the difference maker to push him back even a little bit more. But I think he'll just play a little more conservative now on Yopaj. He should be okay.
Okay, all right. So we saw the aggression in the top lane a little bit. Still no kills yet. Mid lane we already saw the kill, and then going down to bottom, the most farm intensive lane. How do you think the Void fares against the Mars here?
I think both lanes should be pretty happy. Like I think both Boom and the Fnatic guys should feel okay with what they're gonna get out of this lane. I've seen the Void Chen lane a little more in my pub games. I actually think it's a good lane if you get to play off of Penitence. Maybe they feel like that Boom have too many defensive spells, you know, with the defensive spear, rebuke, cookie, that Penitence isn't really that good in this lane. Because both in the lane and in the game, that synergizes really well with Phases, right? You get higher attack speed to chase the guy down. You have a little bit of a go on top.
Yeah, DJ is being harassed here. Actually jumps into his death, the Splinter Blast. Now Jabs is forced to activate that Flesh Sheep, saves him for the Blade Fury. No more damage or slows to bring him down, but still, that did not feel good for the Marcy. Held rebound to the end, tried to bait it out, and didn't work out for them. Jabs now in the trees as they go underneath the tower to farm. The Healing Ward will keep him alive. They see an opportunity to go back against Jackie, but they miss that hook, and no time for the dispose either.
That was, I think, first of all, a nice play by Boom. I think they just got their level 3 on the Winter Wyvern, so the level 2 Splinter Blast came into a huge effect there. He got like 2 of them off in that play. Also, again, it was a good try by Jabs to go reach the hook there on Jug. I assume he didn't think that DJ was going to have the range on his respawn to catch him there, as they called Palos down bottom.
They did catch Palos down bottom, and they're going to try to finish off Palos, who has Time Walk in 8. Still has Magic Wand charges, however. The Ghost is coming in to cover his escape a little bit, and he'll be fine. Still has a salve as well to heal back up. His own salve as well.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Boom are doing very well in their side lanes. Of course, the little play happened in mid, but as you can see in the network, it's very even there. Zeus is usually just a hero that's going to get a lot out of his lane, even if you have like one... Yeah, even with this little misstep of dying, it actually didn't make the biggest difference. The next time you're going to see a lot of pressure in mid is around the time where both Bad Rider and Zeus get 6. Bad Rider probably more so looking for the play in mid, maybe calling his Marcy over. Whereas the Zeus ult is usually more so often used for your side lanes, right? People are still low level, they need to share their XP. I think Boom might even look to like get a kill on bottom with the Mars snap combo with the Zeus ult in like a minute or so.
Oh, interesting. So if you're Fnatic here, you're looking for a rotation mid, whereas as Boom, you're looking to punish that rotation by killing side lanes. So that benefits Boom a little bit, right? Easier to make that play.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like for Boom, they don't really have to make any switch up, right? You just press R on your Zeus, you tell your boys, yo guys, it's good to make a play on the side lanes so you can play more aggressive. Whereas I think Fnatic definitely want to look more to play mid, which they do with both subs. It not only makes sense with the Bad Rider 6, right, but also for the active rune.
Chanuel is in trouble here, but he will be blocking a little bit of that with a Hellbear Smasher, sacrificing his creeps to the one Angry Grandmother. Skem is here too, so all the supports go to the mid lane here, making sure Yopash does not die for free. Hard to make a play though if you're Fnatic here. Not any clear way. Skem maybe gets the rune. Nice. He did. Oh, he denies it at the same time as his pick up. I did not know that could happen. But DJ does go invisible.
Looks pretty funny. Yeah, I have not seen that before. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, now Armel sees the opportunity to go for a kill. Maybe Tim's is the target. He has Lasso, brings him back. Jonel nearby as well, but this poor Armel is losing a lot of HP. Instead, he's committing to kill Tim's. The Cold Embrace will not save him from the overwhelming magical damage, and DJ invisible. Surprises Skem. Denied rune? I think not, my friend. Skem dies. Both supports are down now for Boom. Nobody to protect Yopaj, and they just need a little more vision. Slow from the rebound. Will ensure they can catch up to Yopaj, but they need a little more damage. FBZ will come by, but too late, as Yopaj is already dead. Misses the spear as well, and the dispose gives enough time. Nope! Spoke too soon. Not enough time with the power of Thunder. Armel and Jonel die as the Zeus buys back for this double kill.
Actually, a really nice play by Fnatic. I mean, I would say both teams even played it pretty accordingly. It's just that Fnatic got like the reach with Armel, who he manned up really hard to get that snap kill. So we have another go on top here.
Yeah, Jab seems to be in a difficult position, but the Flesh Sheep...
Flesh Sheep is just a very cool spell, guys.
Yep.
Everything's fine here.
All sources of damage blocked.
Yeah. So to go back to the mid play, it was very nice by Fnatic. They brought the heroes Boom tried to respond to, and I think initially that went really well until Holte thought we have more goals on top.
Yeah, Jackie is a target now. He has no spin, they know this, but 2 more seconds to have the magic immunity back up. The rebound for extra movement speed for Armel, but Jackie's already spinning, so they're gonna desist from this kill.
Yeah, so I think also the fake deny on the rune maybe came back to haunt Boom a little bit there in the earlier mid play, and then towards the end I think just very nice buyback by Yopaj, picks up the double kill. He definitely got the payback there. Though you need to be a little careful with early buybacks like this. It was very worth it for him. He got the double kill, a lot of gold, a lot of XP. But when you die like in the next 1, 2, 3 minutes, if it happens, it will set you back a lot. Because we need to remember the bonus respawn time if he does die.
Exactly. So now Yopaj maybe playing a little more defensively and doing what you said, which is just contributing with his R, not doing anything else here, ideally. Are there any stacks set up for him as well? No, not that I can see. Oh, there's a small stack in the triangle. Maybe that can help Yopaj play more defensively.
Yeah, I think he should be okay. They need to. I think right now, like if you're Boom, what you need to be paying attention to is kind of where the Bad Rider or Marcy play. As long as you see one or the other, you should be okay. The Chen isn't really gonna be involved in too many kills. Void needs like a +1 also, and he's like Void doesn't really have the Snapfire or Zeus combo right to go around and kill with. So he's mainly gonna be killing creeps, and then you're laning against the Pudge. So as long as you don't get hooked, you should be okay. So for Boom, the game is, I would say, somewhat clear. You're gonna keep doing your thing. As long as you see the Bad or the Marcy, you should be okay on the map. And in terms of for themselves, I think around this 10-minute mark, they should look to get very aggressive. Maybe even look to give Tims a lane soon, because he's just about to hit level 4. The Winter Wyvern is not 5 yet, so they would both love to have the Tome. Sadly, Dota doesn't work this way, right? You only have one. So I think I would like to enable them to maybe give one of them the mid lane, give Yopaj a bit of the jungle. It lets him be safe, and it also gives the support something that they need, so that they can play aggressive around the 10-minute mark.
Right, and if you're Fnatic, what's the game plan to destabilize Boom's idea?
Yeah, I think right now you definitely want Armel's Boots of Travel, because I think, so when he has these Boots of Travel, as long as he's a little bit cautious around the Mars arena, they don't have too much catch for him, right? Maybe it's a curse or arena that will really catch you off guard, but you also have, you need to remember, there's a Chronosphere that can help you out defensively or offensively. You're gonna have a Hand of God. So basically Fnatic, what they should look to do is play around their Bad Rider. He's by far the strongest hero. He has very strong timings, and he has a lot of backup that is going to allow him to keep going. So we have a Chrono on top.
Yeah, it's for Jackie. The follow-up is just a hook. Okay, hook's the right target. Now Dismember on top of that. Palos is really low, though, and the Dismember gets stopped by a spear. Now Palos dies regardless, as FBZ gets pushed back with 2 spells at the same time. Now lassoed. At least the Cold Embrace is healing up a little bit and preventing any more physical damage from coming out, but FBZ is burning up regardless. However, Armel, now being hit by the Omni Slash, can't catch up to FBZ, and the response by Boom is too powerful for Fnatic to deal with.
Yeah, I think Boom had a very nice response there, but I would argue that maybe this was just a little too aggressive by Fnatic. I can't really blame them too much, but I think you want to be playing through your Bad Rider at this moment. Also, the Jug got a spin-off, which meant that Faceless Void couldn't really hit all the time in the Chrono, because he had to time walk in aggressively in order to reach the Chronosphere. Because you can see it looks maybe a little awkward with how they need to combine their spells, right? It's something we talked about earlier. I think it's better for them if they just play their fights like more chill and play off of the Bad Rider's aggression and his net worth. Like he starts, you know, throwing some stickies, having some Firefly, and the Void is more chill, not like in terms of committing so fast right away as he did.
Sure, Jeb's in the top lane fighting versus 3. He's going to be the one that loses his chill this time as he dismembers the Juggernaut immediately, but manages to defend this lane. No more Flash Heap, however, so he might be vulnerable now, and Boom know this. They chase after Jabs in the trees. Jackie's concerned with only one objective, and that's the tower. As mid lane, there seems to be a trade happening for Fnatic. Really hoping to take this tier 1 mid, which is much more valuable in tier 1 off lane. There's no Chrono, however, and Palos does not get stuck to the arena wall. It's going to be DJ instead, blocking that spear for him. Dispose gets rid of FBZ's counter initiation, and DJ makes sure Palos survives as well with extra movement speed. Not bad, honestly. The tower almost done as a result.
Yeah, I think it was pretty nice how Fnatic used the heroes there. They know that this Jab's Pudge can just walk up to 3 heroes, press his E-spell, ulti the Pudge, so kind of like defending the tower on his own against 3. In the meantime, they understand that they can just go hit the mid tower. I would say it's a good reaction from Boom as well. They TP mid with their Mars, even though they don't quite end up getting a kill. They defend their tower, they force out the Hand of God from the Chen, because otherwise I think that Marcy would have dropped in that fight. So you can see that both teams like definitely know that they don't need to like over-rotate any heroes, right? They use a random amount of heroes, as we have Armel TPing in aggressively top.
Yeah, and he's sticking the stickies for now. Dismember's available for Jabs. Does he want to commit it though? There he does. He's just waiting for the spin to end. Armel also has the lasso. We have the Dispose on top of this. Jackie actually getting hurt by the Unleash. It is going to be DJ who deals the main source of damage to kill him off. At least the healing works lives, but the tower might not be so lucky.
A very nice play by them. The aggressive boost of travel with, you know, you have the 2 piercing spells through spin TP. So you can't really get out. I think also abusing the fact. I think Mars' TP may have still slightly been on cooldown. The supports just got it up now, so they knew that they couldn't really go and help them. And now Fnatic, they're also, you know, transitioning into mid to go for this mid tower. So they're moving very well around the map right now.
They are, and they're making this lineup work with a Void that finished this hand of Midas now. So very slow build-up for him. Not much damage inside the Chrono, but at least he'll have a lot of farming, no matter what happens. This also allows him to put Chronos and Leaf and just farm with Midas, right? Always useful.
True, true. I mean, Midas is definitely the type of item, right? We've been seeing it kind of make more of a comeback, especially during the major. I think it's especially good on heroes, quite obviously, that scale with attack speed, right? But also the ones that it doesn't matter so much about the items you have to fight, but rather your skill set, right? Like we've seen it on Juggernaut, you see it on Faceless Void, because these heroes, even if they spent this 2,000 gold on a quote-unquote farming item, they still have Spin, they still have Healing Ward, Omni Slash for Void, right? He just joins in, Time War, Chronosphere, maybe kill a hero, hit a guy 3 times, press Time Dilation, and then peace out again to go farm. So it doesn't really change the way they fight too much, but it also allows them to scale more in the game. So I think it's pretty good in this game.
These pings you're seeing are because Paolo's standing right next to a ward, so they do see him. Now inside the trees he goes, they see him again, there we go, Spear Arena. Scam nearby, Hand of God hoping to keep him alive. And he does have a time walk, but no time to use it, because Tim's the Scatter Blast and the Thunder God's Wrath finishes him off. Here comes the Marcy, hoping to avenge his dead teammate DJ with the Unleash. I don't think that's enough to kill off a tankiest here on the enemy team, and now DJ will suffer the consequence, and Mortimer's Kiss start raining down. Winter's Curse prevents Armel from blocking this Mortimer's Kisses using the lasso there, and now it's Armel who's in trouble himself. Whirlwind used, though, by the Chen to hopefully save Armel. The God's Rebuke slow, still triggers. They have the Spear, but nothing to hook towards, or to spear towards, rather, and now the Spear gets missed, so it's all good. The real hooker's here as Jabs comes by. He has a meat hook. Is ready for FBZ. They're really committing on this enemy offlaner. Dismember's also available. The Cookie got avoided for now, so Jabs could use Dismember freely. And FBZ has too much sticky napalm on him. No way he's coming out of this one alive. Palos actually just gets Tim's with Time Dilation. Allows him to use Chrono now as well. And that's going to be his compensation gift for the earlier death, as Tim's will not be able to make it out of this one alive. Fnatic will turn this team fight around pretty decently.
Execration.
I saw Palos, and it triggered me.
Yeah, I know. I can't blame you. I think the smoke there was really nice by Boom. So of course we have to respect the ward that they had pre-planted there. That saw the Faceless Void initially. They used their spells very beautifully. The Hand of God and the mech weren't quite enough to save him. He barely died before getting his time walk off. Beautiful curse as well to stop Armel in his tracks when he came in to come and save them. But then a little bit of a overchase maybe. I feel a little bit there for FBZ. When you get sticky napalm, it is nearly impossible to hit that goddamn spear because your turn rate is just so slow. It's like you're full of crap. You can't really do anything. So I think they chase a little bit too far, and Fnatic, they start respawning. Great punish by them.
And maybe they didn't really consider that as much, because FBZ had a very hopeful spear there, and it was promptly avoided, right? And it was just a really awkward angle to spear from as well. As Mars, many times you feel like you should be able to make a play, and then you realize once you play the hero enough that no, you're not making a play and it's fine. It's not up to you. It's like Pango sometimes as well, right? It's about where you fight more than how you fight.
Absolutely. As bottom.
Yeah, that's a spear miss. This time it might be a little bit his fault as Armel gets the free TP out.
Quick reactions by Armel to just be like, all right, you messed up, I'm out.
Yep.
It's I mean, it was a fast play. Maybe, you know, it's a type of situation where you can hold your spear, but you can't really blame people for, you know, going for the spear arena, right? You're not really playing with the mindset of, oh, I might miss my spell, so I'd rather hold it. But if you know he's alone, you know, you can do it to be more safe. But either way, spell misses, all good. You still get the Bad Rider out of the area, at least for now. And Armel with a quick fingers just TPs out and says, see you later.
But Boom, they're going for a smoke play now. This is a smoke play without the Arena Blood. They do have Mortimer's Kiss and the Winter's Curse. It's up to the supports to have the impact they need in this fight. At least FBZ can just blink Spear. Thunder God's Wrath to provide vision. There's the Spear, plus the God's Rebuke, maximizing damage. And Mortimer's Kiss is just guaranteeing this kill on DJ. However, Jonel should be able to make it out of here alive, and so will Palos, who already has his Maelstrom as well.
I mean, a little quick play by Boom to walk across the map. I think they didn't want their Mars to be stuck around bottom. Fnatic hitting the top tower to force some rotations. I don't think they should be too upset about this either. It was a 4-man smoke. They also had to commit the Mortimer's Kisses to just kill the Marcy. So I think, you know, both teams probably feeling pretty okay about this. Does the Bad Rider, Armel actually has his BKB completed, and Radiant have most of their spells available. Aghanim's on Pudge. I think that they're gonna look to smoke soon. If they get any kill around top, they can potentially look for the tier 2 or even Roach. So I think Fnatic right now, they they should feel very strong, because they are.
They do, and that's what they're going for. The Chrono onto Scam, hoping to kill the Winter Weapon, get rid of that ultimate, and they barely got it. Palos needs a little bit more damage, and unfortunately, he's not going to find it. Scam using the Golden Burst in time. It's going to be DJ finishing off display with the Unleash, getting rid of Scam. However, another flying creature has been caught. It's Armel, and he's a core, much more valuable as Jabs tries to finish off Yopaj. He has the Flesh Heap. He's kind of unkillable here, and he's dealing a fair amount of damage, but he can't beat them all alone. The Omni Slash finally comes out, and Jackie tears him to shreds as Boom gets the 2 kills they were looking for, 2 cores down, the supports from Fnatic running away, and Palos, who is back to farming.
Oh, his BKB wasn't quite on him yet. I think he perhaps... I don't quite remember where he TP'd from, but I know it was being sent to him when he was in the bottom lane, and then he TP'd into the fight top, because I was wondering how he got caught. FPZ was just quick with the Arena Spear to catch him out, and they just got him killed, and now they're even looking at this triple stack in the Radiant Triangle.
Yeah, this is a huge win for Boom as well. Stop all this farm that was supposed to be Palos and help him recover. Divided among your heroes doesn't really matter. It's more about denying the Void's farm. DJ wants to punish this maybe, but he knows he's solo and there's too many enemy heroes nearby. DJ wanted to be adventurous, wanted to be courageous. Not gonna find
I mean, that was definitely very big for Boom, winning that fight, because as I was stating before, I think this was definitely one of Fnatic's best timings, simply because a lot of their like item timings and so on are stacking up as around mid. Armel is backstabbing them this time.
Yeah, this time we do have the BKB, and we're gonna find the Zeus as well. Winter's Curse, though, stops this initiation, but the hook resets it, and it's gonna be Jabs making sure that Yopaj dies here. Scam is also in a difficult position. Armel might chase after him, sticking able to get vision. Jabs chasing as well. Here comes DJ. The whole team is ready, and the whole team will be able to make sure that Scam goes down. As Jabs gets speared to the wall, he should be fine, though. Activated Fleshy before he got speared. They then got rid of Jackie's courier and his healing ward. Fnatic feels excited to fight. They have Chrono in 30 seconds, and they know there's no arena either.
Yeah, Amarel's just gonna TP top after the fight, push out the lanes a bit more. I like that Fnatic went for a very aggressive play here, as
the
we have
hook.
a great hook.
Jabs? He gets this member as well. He's hitting from behind. They should be able to kill off this Mars. FPC, one last God's Rebuke before he dies, as Palos decides to become a ward temporarily. Look at him, really supporting his teammates with vision. And now he gets to go back and take the Roche instead.
And hello there, DD Rune, for my little Roche. Sounds great.
Yeah, if you act like a ward, it rewards you, right?
I mean, right, it's the good old payback system in Dota. You guys will hear more about that later. This last fight, or what I really like about Fnatic initially on this mid play, is after they lost the fight in the jungle, it's not like they were discouraged from losing a fight. They just go straight back to mid. Armel mans up. He knows that, okay, guys, I just messed up before with my BKB. I have it now. Right. I can just rampage in there because the only thing that can stop me is the curse. But even if he lassos the Zeus and gets cursed, they have too many things to get on top of him afterwards. And then a beautiful hook by Jabs when Boom started running in the jungle. And now they're looking for this bottom play on the Jugger.
They are, and this is with the Chrono as well, so they might just use it. Palos does get it, and it's gonna be Jackie stuck inside of it. Is the damage sufficient? Flame Break tried a little bit more. Omni Slash divided among them, and it's gonna work out for now. Fnatic hasn't lost anyone, but Tim's just covering their escape. That's Thunder God's Breath plus the Spear on top of the arena. Palos is just gonna die. That's his first life gone, and they couldn't kill Jackie in time. Armel is now frozen solid, but he has a BKB. He's gonna combat with the power of fire and flames. Tim's is in trouble, and the time lock keeps him in place. He's going to go down. Januel getting a creep in the middle of this engagement. Another Whirlwind, hoping to pull back FPZ, who's been slow by the Penitence. Whirlwind barely in range. FPZ, though, a little bit too fast. There we go. We catch him with a Whirlwind. Another set of Penitence. And the rest of Fnatic is on his tail. Here comes Jabs as well. Not afraid of anything except for a spear that stops this member. But FPZ will die for this. In an awkward position. Scam as well, who has to fly away from Armel. Armel with sticky napalm slowing his way back home. But Scam is a bit too far. And Fnatic has to desist. Instead, go for the tower perhaps or just farm. Nope. Oh my god, Jabs.
Yeah, this guy is good. You know, I thought Pudge is a carry right now. This guy is making me want to rage quit this game right now and go play some Pudge offlane.
Yeah, I mean,
peace out, Avo.
He is doing... I would allow you to leave if it's only to play Pudge offlane as well as Jabs. He is doing an incredible job in these team fights. It feels like he's the second Batrider in the team, honestly.
Yeah, he's playing like the more tanky version of Batrider as Fnatic go for another smoke. They just want to, you know, keep up the tempo. I don't know, they know that Jug has no TP, but it looks like he's kind of sniffing out this play right now a little bit. Boom are still respawning with their little heroes, so it looks like maybe they won't get too much out of this one. Or maybe they're fishing.
They are, and his Jabs is leading. He seems to be a really good fisher.
We have a blink on Bad Rider.
Okay, Jackie's too big a fish. Ignore him. Go for the dragon instead. Yeah, blink. There we go. Oh, Jackie blocks it with his body. Get dismembered, immediately canceled. Jackie was planning this the whole time. He trusts his teammates. Now it's time for Jabs to die. Mortimer's gets his used, cancelled immediately by the lasso. Winter's Curse cancels the lasso. Fights on fights on fights, seeing who's going to get the lead here, and it seems like it's going to be Boom as they get rid of Jabs immediately. DJ also blown up by the Zeus, and the BKB on Armel. It's running out. Armel, what are you going to do? Just fight forward. Go for the Firefly play, and it seems like the Chen Creeps are doing the job the Punch was supposed to be doing the whole time, as Armel manages to kill off Yopash. Paulos also comes in, making sure to finish off FPZ. Jackie's now in trouble. Perhaps Scam instead. Scam, no chance for him to live, but the Omni Slash is now being spread among the creeps. Johnwell, perfect positioning of the creeps, making sure to prevent that Omni Slash from killing him or his teammates. And now with a time lock, Jackie is screwed. Paulos gets the final hit, and that's going to be a team wipe for Fnatic. What an execution there by the Chen.
Oh my, that actually didn't look that good to begin with. There were Boom kind of staying alive with the heroes and stuff, but I think Boom really need the Zeus to stay alive for a long time, which is not the easiest task for him, really. These fights, they drag out a lot, right? And that's where you see Bad Rider like shine. Even though at the start of the fight he didn't have a Firefly available, all these sticky napalms, flame break, the Faceless Void runs over with his time walk, gets a time dilation on like 4 heroes. We see the replay here with Jabs. He tanks like 8 million spells before he dies. It's a spin, cookie, Mortimer's kisses. There's gonna be an arena at the end. Nice curse by Scam on the backside as well, again, to stop Armel in his tracks once more.
Yeah, I mean, I think the plays by Boom have been pretty on point in these fights, but there are some surprise plays here. Like that stomp from, actually was the neutral. I didn't even notice. I thought it was a Chen Creep. It was a neutral Centaur Conqueror that actually sets up for the play with a Whirlwind plus his stomp, which is wild. I wasn't
actually
thinking.
A neutral, and then he took it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was a neutral when he made the stomp play. Off the Whirlwind, man. That is absolutely wild.
I mean, they came in pretty clutch here towards the end of the fight. The Chen with all his creeps, the whirlwinds, and his micro was on point. He had the mech also come in pretty clutch. I guess Hand of God wasn't even used, since he still has it now, as we're gonna have a smoke on smoke action. I think if you're Fnatic, if you get either a good lasso or a good chrono, I think Boom are in trouble. So Boom need to be clutch with their positioning right now.
Good lasso would be Scam, who constantly cancels these lassos. He's thinking about it though. The cookie deters him. There's a chrono available, but once again, they're not really committing onto a support. Lasso instead for FPC. We have the Winter's Curse. This is what I was worried about. But it seems like they just want to punish Scam. There's the arena, plus the spear. Hoping we reset the fight with the Mortimer's Kisses. Unleash gets activated. Hand of God as well, but the healing is not sufficient. Armel dies regardless. Jabs trying to keep the enemy team distracted in the backlines. Goes for Tim instead. Jabs is out of the Flesh Heap though, and now he's vulnerable to death. Jackie finally brings him down as Fnatic don't take the best fight there. The initiation, perhaps ignoring the Winter Wyvern, was not the best of starts.
Kind of a nice job by Boom. I think they may have sniffed out that something was coming right. They were already smoking up Scam, getting off a clutch ward right before the fight starts. I do think if you're Fnatic, you need to... I think you want to have like a very fast and a snappy initiation on a key target if you see it. And I would say that is either the Zeus or the Winter. When you see them out of position, one guy needs to go on him fast. Most likely just a Bad Rider, you snap, you go on them, you take them out of the fight. Because if your fight starts off a little weird and you have no one who gets to like either break the Winter or the Zeus, they're gonna protect each other very nicely. Like you see this Winter's Curse, I think it's the only problem for this Bad Rider in this game, really. So if he can just take out the Winter and then let either the Zeus or the Pudge deal with the Zeus, I think that's how they want to execute their fights. Right.
It felt like he just didn't want to waste, like, neither him nor Paulos wanted to use their ultimates on just a simple position 5, but you have to accept its importance.
Yeah, he had this arcane rune, you know, it's sometimes... Runes can trick you a little bit. You're like, oh, I have this arcane rune. He's going to burn down to my sticky napalm and to my flame break. Don't worry, he's going to die, but then this guy gets to fly away, like 300 range, 400 range. And against, like, the top teams, those little, like, steps of getting to reposition yourself will make all the difference.
Indeed, as Fnatic... They realized what was the mistake, so they're going to try again. This time, smoke for everyone, including Jabs. But Jabs, as per usual, taking the Lonely Warrior's way. And he's going to go directly to face the enemy team head-on, 1v5. As the rest of Boom surprises them. Or sorry, the rest of Fnatic.
As he should.
As he should as well,
1v5 to Pudge, no worries. He's
no other way to play.
5 smoke.
Oh no, now the Lonely Warrior is a bit too lonely. I think he has to join them. Boom does not realize the Pudge is not with him though, so they're playing to Fnatic's advantage. Paulos smoke got revealed, he's seen by a ward, he gets surprised here by the arena plus spear. Hook to save him! And Jabs, he's useful no matter what he does. Now they know the target. It's the Winter Wyvern. Lasso immediately, but the Omni Slash gets carried with him as Armel tries to finish up Scam. We still have a corner by Palos, activates it immediately as well with the BKB. Going for the Mars next. And Mars is going to get mowed down as Tims joins him in the graveyard. Jackie will try to run away. 3 seconds till the next spin. Flame Break brings him back. He still has a spin, however. They have a lot of mobility here. Jackie starts DP in the middle of this. The time lock, they did get it. Plus dismember just in case. It wasn't luck, it was just skill.
It's just so hard to get away. That was, again, a beautiful hook by Jab's bottom. Is Armel going for another play? He's dancing on Yopaj right now. As you can see, he's just circling around to Zeus. Not sure if he's gonna... Nope, he just dies.
just accepting it. All right. Well, Palos is coming in for the vengeance. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, he got it. He got it. Yopaj, oh, he jumped in place. That feels real bad, man. That feels terrible. The Mario jump's got to be with a little bit of horizontal momentum, as Jabs now feels free to go fishing for Skem. Unfortunately, he misses that hook.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the observer. There's a little too much going on in this game. Fight here, replay here. You're in the replay. This other guy's already dancing on the other guy, dying to him. Then the Void comes in, picks up the easy godlike. We have to commend the Void here a little bit. Paolo seems to be doing a good job. You know, maybe the first few minutes didn't work out so well, but I think right now he's executing pretty well. I would say that all of Fnatic, I think, are doing a good job at helping each other in the fights. The clutch hooks by Jabs here to reposition the Void earlier in the fight. Then he just comes back later with a good time walk, time dilation. Oh, bottom.
Finds Tims again. There's the free dismember. He just walked in with the Invis rune. Still has the blink dagger therefore, but not gonna need it.
This guy's feeling it. I love it. Actually, like, seeing Pudge is just such a satisfying hero. This hero is very strong. I've had the own pleasure, or I don't know if that's the right word, to play against it lately when Pure plays it in pubs as a carry.
Oh, no.
I have to tell you, I'm terrified of this hero.
But when you watch him competitive, you can feel the guy having fun, right? So there's an added bonus to that. It's better than
that's an added bonus, but you can't always have so much fun when you play Dota, sadly, nowadays.
Right, that's fair enough. I saw your tweet about that. Aegis on Palos. And who took the shard, by the way? Did you see?
I think the Bad Rider is debating to pick it up right now, and he ate it.
Interesting. I've seen the shard a little bit with like a Witchblade build. Well, actually, we'll talk about it in a second, because there's smoke from Boom. Who are they hoping to catch? Maybe, getting rid of DJ. Seems like he needs a kill. But Jabs is not afraid. Jabs goes forward. Jabs is going to deal with Skem. And Jabs still has the hook. Skem is dead. Not even going to waste it there. Actually hooks the Zeus. Yopaj is now in a difficult position as they're finishing off BZ. And because of his hook, they set up for a chrono during the Zeus BKB. Yopaj is dead. That double damage is brutal. They also got a time lock onto Jackie. Jackie able to spin to win. And he's back to his base. But Tims, unfortunately, doesn't have that magic immunity. So Palos just chases after him. Still has the Aegis. He knows he's confident enough. And Palos gets another kill here. Bro, Jabs is feeling it.
Yeah, I think Fnatic are... I wouldn't even say that Boom are playing particularly bad. I don't think they're playing bad at all. I think Fnatic just have... They're playing very well with the heroes. And I would say that right now Boom just have a hard time to deal with the overwhelming like run-in force that Fnatic have on you, right? Like when this Pudge runs at you, you kind of need to run away. When the Bad Rider starts running in, you want to run away from him too. And then there's a time-walking Void with like 1,000 range who, if he clips you at any time, with even just time dilation, a lot of these heroes, they don't want to play Dota anymore. Yeah. So I think Fnatic, they're like all these heroes running in with the Marcy backing them up with the movement speed, the Hand of God heal. It's making it very hard for Boom to deal with them right now.
Yeah, and even though they didn't win the lanes, you know, per se, they are playing as if they did, right? This run at you lineup, it's very typical of these early game oriented styles. It feels like they didn't even need to do well in the early game. They just had the lineup for it the whole time.
Setting up for defense bottom.
Another hook. Man, Skem can't live. He's done. That support was not needed. Jabs knew his damage was sufficient, as FBZ could be the next target. Luckily, FBZ can blink in time. But Jabs also can hook. Jabs this time misses the hook. Parallax error there, no problem.
I'm trying to think right now, if you're a Boom, how do you want to execute the next fight? So usually when you're far behind, you need to start becoming creative. Maybe try to, you know, have a nice smoke around to go on someone, which isn't that easy as he gets lassoed in.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you can't hit the hooks, just lasso someone in, right? Point and click.
Well, Fnatic aren't giving you any chance to maybe think about your next play because you just keep dying one by one to either a lasso or a hook. Some dude comes in. I mean, Boom definitely still, I think they have another fight in them, but they need to, yeah, I think get creative. Maybe you try to go around, fish out the Marcy or the Chen.
Ooh.
It's not an easy task, but I think you need either a very clutch spear and you allow the Winter Wyvern to play a slower fight, because I think you need a very good curse. Like, you just need all your spells to land in like a nice fashion right now, so I think you need to set yourselves up for success. I think the Mars and Jug, they need to kind of use their tankiness to allow all their spellcasters like the Zeus and the Winter Wyvern to have a slower fight, where they try to set up the scenario where Zeus gets to cast like 25 million Arc Lightnings. You get a either turnaround curse. They do have 1%. I'm telling them the 1% play right now. I'm sure they can pull it off.
Okay, so what is the best way to make sure that Mars and Jug are completely separate from the fight? Like, how do you prevent the Zeus from just being hooked or lassoed immediately?
I think you need the Zeus to stay on a high range with his two other guys, while I think you smoke up the Snap and the Jug and the Mars. You want to defend the tier 2 tower, you go around. You kind of have them run in, and Zeus and Winter need to play a very slow fight. Like, they don't join the smoke. They just chill and like play around the tier 2 area. They will get smoked up, which I think is fine. But I don't think that they should walk all the way across and put themselves in like a bad position.
Well, Winter's leading, so it's starting. It's not starting as we describe it.
No, they're waiting. I'm sure it's hard for them right now. They're down 30k, but I want to see what Boom have in store here for me.
Sure. One last fight for the boys, if anything. We still have a refresher,
has a refresher
by the way,
on Void. This is this item build is very good. Refresher late game, especially on Faceless Void, is some good shit.
Yep. With Aegis, you have 2 lives anyway. 30 seconds though till the Aegis expires, so maybe just waiting that out. They should have enough time.
I'm not sure you get to wait.
You know, oh, there's a hook. Never mind, Skem's dead. Okay, that part of the team fight's already looking bad. They also killed the Snapfire. Oh, they caught the Zeus.
Buybacks.
Okay, that's not working out for them. Yopaj activated the BKB with a Cold Embrace. It might just save him, but the second Chrono thanks to the Refresher, and there's no more Cold Embraces here, which means Yopaj is dead. Now as the Dismember catches poor Jackie, Manta style, Omni Slash for the boys, but it's GG already. It's going to be Fnatic winning game number 1 against Boom.
I really like the way Fnatic executed their heroes in this game. I think going back to what I stated in the start about the draft, I think their first pick draft is very cool. The way they like pick their heroes to constantly like just apply pressure to the enemy team to always respond to you. I don't even think Boom